This is stunning water. I don't know what the depth of this is there. It's a good depth, and you can see it, the bottom is clear as anything. You can pick out every little shell on the bottom. And there's a good few fish right in the middle there. And there's one or two of them there that are quite chunky. So Justin and myself have decided to meet up on this water. Justin's probably got a good 3 hours drive from the north, and myself about the same from the west. We arrived about 7:30 and it was still dark, so we head for the cabin, and that's where we meet Gary, the owner, and his two friendly dogs. We chatted for quite a while and had a good look around his tackle shop, and had a great breakfast with a slightly overdone egg. Bacon, sausage, beans, egg, 2 black pudding and a slice of bread. Just what I needed to help pick me up as I was feeling knackered. But as the light started to break, I could see Justin was rearing to go, so we headed out to see the water for the first time. First thing that came into my head was, oh my god. Not sure, but I think I shouted it out. I was simply blown away. I've never been to paradise, but I have an idea now. I just stood looking across the water thinking, this is much better than on the video that I had seen. I could not wait for Justin to see this. He has gone straight to the lower pond to start fishing. So I set off from a walk around the lakes. There are 4 lakes, all smallish but quality. The conditions today are quite good, with a slight breeze and overcast. But you can certainly feel it has got a lot colder. Okay, time to set up and join Justin on the water. Okay, so Justin and myself decided to come up here to Bigwell Fishery? Bigwell Trout Fishery? What is it? Bigwell? Bigwell. Monmouthshire, yeah? Monmouth. It was last minute for me. I think Justin rang me up yesterday, middle of the day. I was in work, telling me that he was coming up here, and I did plan to come up here before all the COVID things kicked off, and I didn't get the chance. So once he told me he was coming up here, I was a bit annoyed because I should have been working today. So late last night, I texted him, tell him I'll meet him up here. It's a stunning water. They've got 4 lakes, and as we're going up, they're on a slight slope. This is the lower lake. We got the next lake and another 2. Now these 2 are slightly coloured, still good clean water, and the top 2 are stunning, clean. I've never seen water so clean. And up the very top there's some good fish in there too. So we might give that a go in a bit. But at the moment, all I've done is managed to get 1 fish on and lost. I haven't had no knocks. Justin, how many have you had?
I've actually lost 4 or 5 and hit, I don't know how many.
So there you are. He's had 3 and lost probably 4 or 5. We're both fishing with the floating lines. Justin was on the dow back, innit?
Dow back, yeah.
With the dow back. I've tried, I've got my little blue 16, put that out, let it hang. I had 1 fish come up, or 2 fish come up, look at it, not taking it. I've had my little size 14 muskin, and that works normally quite well. They haven't touched that. I put a small black nymph on, and that's when I had the fish on and off. You can see the fish as they come higher in the water. You see them out there. and you're covering them and just not interested. Justin at the moment now is fishing with a small foam bug thing. He's had a bit of interest on that, but what I might do in a minute is I've got a small unweighted white lure type thing, and that unweighted, keeping it higher up in the water, may work, but I'll give that a go in a bit. Not touching that. I'm going to put the red buzzer on. I like a lot of patterns. I think you can fish any pattern, any speed. What I like about this buzzer, I know a lot of you don't like the idea of fishing them faster. I'll fish it static as you meant to. I'll fish it slow figure of 8 and I'll strip it in whatever the fish want on the day. And every probably third or fourth cast, I'll cover different areas of water with it. And then every third or fourth cast, I'll pick the speed up and bring it higher in the water and just see what happens. My short-term memory is so bad. But if I remember correctly, this is Paul, he's one of the regulars we met up there on the day. But he's fishing with a size 18 hare's ear suspended under a small dry fly. Was that a quicker retrieve?
No,
Slow it down.
you went to your end there,
Right.
and I think this is in fast.
Don't swear now because you're on camera. I'll edit that bit out. Okay, bit of a change again. Get the buzzer off. It's a very small lure. It's only like, I don't know if you can see it there. It's a little white. I did see something tied up like this and they called it a cutthroat or something. White, bit of red hackle, white hackle on it, sorry, and a bit of red dubbing underneath the white hackle around the throat. Tungsten bead. To be honest, it's not worth me telling you much about what I'm using. When it starts catching, you'll want to know. Okay, I think I'm going below the fish. Same pattern without the tungsten bead. Justin! Ask him if I can use some of his jam.
What type of fishing he's doing?
Ah,
Size 18 here.
on a what? It's just something on the surface, isn't it?
He's got a dry fly, he's hanging off a dry fly.
Oh, right. I've had fish following this thing. It's a floating white thing.
Yeah.
Floating white, they're just following
See
it.
there, yeah. Floaty white thing, I like that fly.
Okay, what I'm going to do is chop the tinsel off. Ah. Yeah, seems it landed.
Floaty white thing?
Huh?
Floaty white thing?
Did it what?
Floaty white thing?
My white thing?
Yeah.
No. What I was doing, I was fishing. I can't get the GoPro to work. Ah, oh, damn, I gotta kill it now. Okay, that was the first fish. What happened with this? But I had a bit of tinsel in there. When I was putting this out, with the tinsel, when it's weighted, it's not too bad. But what I just noticed when I was putting it out there, the fish were following it, they didn't want to pick it up. And I was watching how it was swimming in the water, and it was very restricting. The tinsel was restricting any movement with the tail, it was catching it. So I just bit it all off, put it back out, and as soon as it hit the water, the fish hit it. So we'll see if it works any better with the next few casts. Then I had to dispatch the fish. Now the thing is, on this water, it's not the first one out, and then catch and release for the next 10 fish. So it's just showing Justin now, because I don't kill my fish. Just bought ticket all the time, so don't own a priest. So I was in the garage this morning, and I've got me that perfect bar. Did the job. He laughed his head off. Go on, you fucker. Yeah, oh, you oh, I swore on camera. Nice one, buddy. On the dropper, is it? On the dropper?
I've already got one fly on.
All right. Okay, time out. I got a bit of a mess on my tippet, and I think I'm going to go get a cup of tea or something anyway. One thing you might notice, that I'm wearing a pair of daps on my feet. I'd forgotten my boots this morning. Oh yeah. Yeah. Go on. Bugger, turned off last minute. Unreal. It's in again. Hey, have you been looking for the blue tattoo?
Huh?
Blue tattoo?
What about it?
200 quid.
What now you tell me?
I forgot to say. Oh god, that's a lumpy fish, isn't it? Oh. Where's he going? Oh god, yeah.
24, isn't it?
Jesus, yeah, easy.
Not 5.
4, 5 pound. Yeah. Cracking, mate. Lovely fish. Come on then, show us this killer fly, man. It's not the same as I got on, is it?
There's it.
Here's
Mashed now.
Okay, so if you see that, just in then into another cracking fish, probably £5. I don't know what we're doing any different. We've both got floating lines on. His tippet is a bit longer than mine, so what I'm going to do is lengthen my tippet. It's an unweighted, here's here, and he's putting that out now. Obviously I fish alongside Justin quite a few times, and
often I'll match what he's doing, but you're just not getting the same response. Sometimes there's something a bit different. If you could figure that one out, then yeah. I'm covering the fish. I've had a few follows. I've tried the apps. I've tried a lot of different patterns actually, but it's exciting. Yeah, just get on it.
Wow, fuck me. Can you believe it? Okay. So he's switched now. He's not on his head any longer. He's on a red towback. High in the water, is it? Yeah. Hey, now you're in trouble. Because I'm going to put a killer fly on. And only the special fish can have it.
The 200-pound fish, is it?
So if there's any special fish in here, this'll have them. You can keep your normal fish. Oh, f me. I've lost it already.
You are?
I've lost it already. Oh, can't believe I just tied it on. I lost it. Look at me. That special fish must have bit it off.
Taking it off with sharp teeth.
He bit it off without me knowing. I'm gonna get my reel dirty here.
Yeah, let me get on it.
What, at the fish? Oh no, you're gonna see my fly.
Oh,
it's
worry,
a secret fly.
Look at that.
That's the little blue. Yeah. Well, no, it's the bigger blue it is. Blue fly. There you are. Little job for you now. See if you get bored, you'll be cameraman and ghillie.
You try that top one, Joe.
Top what now? Pond? No. I'm going to come up there with you now then, and yeah, we'll do that. I think you're right. I missed it. I was watching you. Yeah. So this is the top pond, and the water quality is amazing. You can learn a lot from fishing waters like this. Justin has not seen this pond yet. He has put a line in the larger of the clear ponds and lost a fish and netted one. He was quite delighted to have caught a fish in each of the ponds until I told him there was a fourth at the top. So I'm sure he'd be having a go at that one before we leave. The other thing Justin was not aware of is that there is a fish in here with a blue tattoo, and it is worth £200. And I have just found out that Justin's setup was different from mine after all. He decided to put an intermediate leader on, so when he's stripping in a lot quicker with the unweighted fly, it does keep it down a bit lower in the water. He did not bother to tell me this, as I always fish with the intermediate, until today. I did look at the water, and I've got no idea as to the depth of the fish, but in this clear water they do look a lot higher in the water than what they actually are. So I went and put the floating braid on, and obviously when I'm stripping in quicker it's keeping it just below the surface, so that could have been a factor. I have not bothered to change to the intermediate, as we only intend to fish this water now for another half hour or so before we head off back home. So my setup is just the same. Justin has decided to put a lure on. Spot the fish a mile off. Apparently they're quite tricky to catch.
What have you got tied on the end of that? That big white thing?
Yeah.
I was going to say, I think it means a beaded fly anyway, doesn't it? Good food. Oh, I think one turned for me then. Missed that. Gotta follow. Damn, and they gave up.
Sometimes in the moment you don't always see the obvious. It's hard to believe that it's just luck. I've spent a lot of time studying the clips from this day and have found a few things that can make a big difference. I will, as soon as I can, do a video on this, and believe me, it's well worth a watch.
You know, you're the jammiest bugger there is. When you extend your net. So do it. Yeah.
Jammy, yeah. Look. Was he a tiger, is he? Yeah.
Yeah. Big fish too.
Yeah, very nice fish actually. I'll take a photo of him.
Like that now. Isn't it?
Cruncher, brown cruncher I went for. Lovely fish. I don't want a pal.
That's a good £7, I'd say. I got my scales in the thing too.
Oh. Oh, good on to a day anyway.
No, he's gone and got one in that lake as well. Good. Yeah. Okay, so that's the end of the day for us at Bigwell Water, and it's been brilliant and it's stunning. And seeing Justin getting out there and pulling as many as he did in the time that he did is quite amazing. But he is a bit different. He's not quite your normal fisherman. He's a bit more up there. He's telling me what he's using and what he's doing. I'm doing the same. So it goes to show that even when you got the information and you just do the method, it doesn't mean you're always going to catch single flies most of the time. Justin did do the odd dropper now and again, 2-fly cast. Very friendly, nice food, free tea and coffee. But as I say, I cannot wait to get back onto the water here again. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Give us a thumbs up, give us a comment, subscribe and hit the bell. So until the next video, take care.